Majestic Potato, hello, welcome. G3 Matt, hello. Not the BAFTA, hello as well. Fruit Salad Puncher, welcome. So, today, I have no plans for today. This should be unsurprising because I barely have plans. Oh, my water, you can see it. Can't let chat know I drink water. I ate something bad and what yet was dying, not am currently dead. That is a important distinction. I guess you don't get the CZ. You weren't gonna get a CZ anyway. I don't own a single CZ. I have many things, and there's smudges on my desk, but none of them are CZs. I need to fix that. It is a problem, but I currently don't have any CZs. You'll get me next time. It sounds like a threat. Is that a threat? But today, since I was in the process of dying but didn't actually die, I have not made a schedule. So we're going to do that first. Figured I would have one. But you recommend the P10C? A reasonable recommendation. Because it does have a waifu. And so, it having a waifu, a big bonus. There is a P10C waifu. As well, it does have a waifu. Got a pretty good waifu actually. P10C. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that waifu right there. It's a good waifu. There's nothing compact. What? The gun is compact, not necessarily the waifu. You would let her scold you for overdue library books. Excuse me. Excuse me. Overdue library books. She's got like a sea captain jacket or something. I don't know what's going on here. She also has a boob belt, which very strange. Practical, absolutely not, but I like it. How many belts does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 belts, I'm sure she would be happy to scold you with 9 belts. Mauer Cully, welcome. And tell me she doesn't have the hot librarian look going on? Maybe a little bit. But it's just because of the glasses. Alright, chat. I realized as I was preparing my deathbed that there was a stream goal, a stream milestone that was reached. And there was something that I said I would do when it was reached. And we haven't done it yet. So, I mean, if you guys don't want to do it anymore, then that's fine. We have not reached 1471 followers. No, 1471 is not the follower goal. But I did say that we would do a dedicated, like, tactical ASMR stream. When we reached 500 followers, which has happened a while ago now. And if you guys don't want to do that anymore, that's okay. And we just won't add it to the schedule. $14.71 follower goal is the only one that really matters. Well, what would even happen? Then we get like 1471 to collab with me or something? Isn't their whole thing like keeping their distance? I said I'd play the 1471 visual novel. That sounds like something I might have said. It has to be safe for work, though. Safe for stream. But so this Sunday, we're gonna do a dedicated gun sounds ASMR stream. Just me sitting here and making gun sounds in the microphone for hours or however long it lasts. That'll be this Sunday. And I feel like, you know, an ASMR stream is going to be, you know, like ASMR is kind of like a cozy, kind of relaxing thing, right? And so the actual like ASMR part should be like in the evening, of course. so that you can like get relaxed, like get ready to go to sleep to gun ASMR noises. Clearly. And so we're gonna schedule the gun ASMR stream for like 9 p.m. on Sunday. But I'm gonna plan to actually like start stream earlier than that. And just like do yapping or whatever until ASMR time. 6 hours saying pew 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 into the mic. Yep. And I'm gonna move around to different sides of the mic. So we go pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. On different sides of the mic. It'll be great. Which day? Sunday. It's Sunday. You gotta wait a whole week for it. You've never seen the appeal in ASMR? I mean, I can appreciate like some interesting ASMR. I don't know if I quite understand the whatever the ASMR like audio orgasm that people describe. I don't think I get that. That part I do not get. But just like purely from a this is interesting and this is relaxing. Like some nice like ASMR like thunderstorm. Very good. Like rain, thunderstorm. Just like the noises. I don't want anyone like licking my ear. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not what we're going to be doing. ASMR, instead of ASMR ear licking, we're going to have ASMR gun licking. We're not going to do that. That is not what's going to be happening. So long as it doesn't interfere with Voob Saturday. I haven't done Voop chat in a while, have I? I think it's been a couple weeks since we've done Voop chat stuff. It's never your cup of tea. If it tickles my fancy, more power to me. Thank you. We're empowered here, very much, clearly. Oh, what a horrible word. Empowered. That word has lost all of its meaning. Please don't. Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to be gun licking. As tasty as it is, you shouldn't eat lead for some reason. But so we need to schedule things the rest of the week. What do I even schedule for the rest of the week? Just streams? Wait, lead's not nutritious? No. No. You don't want your blood lead concentration to be too high. People who shoot lots and lots they can actually have like problems with that. lead exposure. There was someone, I don't remember who it was. There was someone who I saw on Twitter who posted that they need like a low profile like respirator for when they're doing gun testing so that they can inhale less lead and stuff. Okay. James Reeves. Oh, okay. That's who it was. She's gonna come in here and drop that. James Reeves on Twitter asking for a low profile respirator for burn downs. James Reeves also. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There's a banger tweet he made. There it is. There it is. Owns 4 of the guns and 3 of the outfits. And he's going to complete the collection. James Reeves' schoolgirl outfit, when? James Reeves is a tactical prima donna. It's true. It's true. Also, the replies, very good. Gunslinger girl. Yeah, James Reeves watched one anime and now he's getting a schoolgirl outfit. So, yeah, it's he went down the pipeline real fast. Could see James in a schoolgirl outfit. And let's be honest, schoolgirl outfit, not too much further than that short shorts lifeguard outfit he had. Does that mean James Reeves will be in the next Girls Frontline? He's gonna have a cameo. Just put him in Girls Frontline too. Just like make one of the like passing NPCs James Reeves. I think that'd be hilarious. Oh, you know what? You know what I've been meaning? What I've been meaning to look for to see if there have been any updates on the Type 100 that was shown at SHOT Show. But I don't remember what company was who was doing it. He gives you free Turkish shotguns. That'd be great. I said, what company is it that's doing the Nambus? I don't know. Ads! Ads! There's ads. Yeah, we do have ads notification now. Is the same company doing it is not the same company that's doing the Bison. You don't think it was a company as much as one guy in his basement / garage? I mean, he at least has a gunsmithing shop. And we can watch the video. We can watch the video for those, because I need the information anyways. And for those who don't know about it. Oh, no sound. Hold on. Hold. Sound. We have sound.
We're down in the dungeon, SHOT Show 2025. We are looking at a Nambu SMG. A time portal has been opened. And I'm here with Charles. Charles, what are we looking at?
So what this has been a passion project of mine for about 10 years.
Gearhead
it's
guns?
a closed bolt semi-auto replica.
It's Gearhead Guns. Is that it? Or is this the one that's doing... Okay, yeah, it says on the top of their website. Okay. We'll look at that.
Of the Japanese Nambu Type 100 submachine gun from World War II. It started out as a personal project, just a obsession of mine playing video games growing up. I always
So it started as a personal project.
Red Orchestra and all that. And growing up, I always thought it'd be cool to have one. I'd go to a surplus store and buy one when I turn 18. No, because they only made 10,000 of them. Most of them ended up at the bottom of the ocean. I got lucky enough to get an original one, and at the time, I just became a gunsmith.
He's got an original.
I had my own machine shop and thought, you know what the hell? I'm just going to make one. And it was a personal project.
Japanese
had no
tube.
intention on going commercial. Started posting about it online, and now there's hundreds of people that are saying, shut up and take my money.
Yeah,
so
sure.
now we're focusing less on the one-off, just making it mine, and focusing more on streamlining it for production.
Is this where we are so far? Like this is as far as we've gotten?
So we do have other prototypes back at the shop, but this was the one that was most complete that we brought out for SHOT Show. As it stands...
I wonder if they're going to reproduce the markings. I hope so. I hope they reproduce the markings on it.
This is a actual firearm. We just need to clean it up, dress it up a little bit more. I actually just put this together the week before SHOT Show, and I'm hoping by the end of next week we'll get it firing, and then after that we're going to start optimizing it for production. Hopefully put this out sometime around June or July of this year.
What is proprietary and what parts are... I mean, certainly you're not manufacturing the magazines, for example.
No, we're not manufacturing the magazines. These
the
are
Mums
actually
War
surplus
aesthetic.
PPS 43 mags. They're really commonly available. You can get them as cheap as $6 if you look in the right place.
I do have some PPS 43 mags.
The receiver tube, basically everything on the receiver, inside the receiver as well. It's a proprietary bolt carrier group, proprietary fire control group, stock, and everything.
I mean, basically everything in this gun is just tubes inside of tubes. And on the bottom, you've got a piece of bar stock that's got your trigger group in it.
But when we go to optimize it, one of the first things that we did was we got rid of the proprietary firing pin and ejector. We want this to be something where, if your firing pin bends or breaks, you don't have to get just what we make. You can go to any gun store in North America, swap out your firing pin with any AR-15 one. Same thing with...
Aww. AR parts. AR parts. At least it's just a firing pin.
The ejector. And now we're also working with KAK to try and see if we can get AR-9 barrels to work in this thing too, which opens
Can
up a
his
lot of
next
doors
project
for
be
making short-barreled
MP18 that
rifles,
feeds from
integral
Glock
suppression,
mags?
all sorts
That's
of stuff.
disgusting.
We want this to be affordable and customizable.
You take
for
that back
just about
right
anyone.
now.
And this will be 9mm.
This will be 9mm. We do have some planned in 7.62 Tokarev since we are using the PPS mags, and we're also planning a limited run in the original 8x22 Nambu cartridge as well.
I know that, again, this project is kind of in its nascence, but do you have any projection on cost or when they'll be actually available?
We're ballparking an MSRP of about $1,250. When we optimize it for production, we're hoping we can get the number to be a little bit lower, somewhere between $1,000 and $1,100. As far as availability goes, we're hoping to have pre-orders open sometime around May for a release of around June or July of this year.
Will that include a complete rifle, like with the stock and everything?
Yep, it will. That'll be the complete firearm, serialized straight to your FFL.
Charles, I really
see it
appreciate
working?
you taking the time to speak
I mean, it
with
should
us here on
work.
TFB TV about this. It's those passion projects and the guys
As long as the gun mostly works, it'll succeed.
that are really into a certain thing, a niche thing. That's what makes the industry, I think, so great.
MP18
so
mags are
you for doing this.
slanted.
I hope it does very well for
But you know what they're not?
Guys, thanks for tuning into TFB TV. Make sure you stay
Glock
tuned for more
mags.
SHOT Show 2025.
You can't just stick Glock mags in it. It's not gonna work. Why? I don't want an airsoft one. I'm trying to find a picture. Why did none of the pictures show the slant well? Oh, there it is. Kind of. There you go. This one has the snail on it. Show you new production Luger mags. See, it's angled. This is not a Glock angle. It's also not polymer. Also, this heat shield up here, super vibey. You know, it looks similar to the snail mag Glock drum mag. No, no, no. The Glock drum mag has a big balls on it. It's not a snail mag. This is very different. If you want a snail mag, there are modern snail mags. See? Modern snail mag for AR. 90-round snail mag. It's only kind of obnoxious. I do need to get one of these at some point, just because they're funny. Show you their 9mm version. I don't think they have a 9mm version. They have various 5.56 versions. They do also have one for the Mini 14. Where's the Mini 14 one? There it is. A Mini 14 snail mag. For the extra tactical FUDs in chat. Yeah, I am not aware of any modern 9mm snail mags. That means, chat, if you're a business leaning person, there is a opening in the market for your 9mm snail mag. I think personally that someone should make a Colt mag pattern, snail mag. I think that'd be very funny. Speaking of Mini 14, you think you might make a clone Bermudan Mini 14? You have a line on relatively inexpensive trade-in minis with bayonet lugs. Relatively inexpensive. How relative is that? 820. Oh, that's very good. You think you'd rather use the experimental 20-round Luger mag? But it's single stack. Someone needs to make a 1911 9mm snail mag. I'm sure there's a market for that. Actually, I'm sure there's not. Is single stack long? There are long single stack 1911 mags. Longer than the Great Wall of China. There's some that are pretty much that long. Let's see, where's some of the ridiculously long 1911 mags? I don't want these like slightly long ones. I have seen ridiculously long mags. That's the one. That's the one right there. Did anyone actually make it, or was that just like someone's home project? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There you go. The long 1911 mag. Is very long. It's like 16 inches sticking out of the gun. Even with the curve. Yeah, it's got a slight curve. It curves just a little bit. But there you go. There's long 1911 mag. See, oh, here we go. Here it is. So here's the people working on the Nambu Type 100. This looks way better than the one they had at SHOT Show. And just above here, on this red line that's slightly cropped out for you guys, says, attention, due to recent developments in our Nambu Type 100 project, we are suspending all services to focus solely on manufacturing and distribution. The story about the Nambu project began early in my childhood. Not mine, chat. This guy's. Back in the days when Call of Duty World at War released in 2008, those that played World at War likely had fond memories of the Nambu Type 100. as it was widely regarded as one of the best submachine guns in the game. That was my first experience with the Nambu, and eventually I discovered it to be present in other video games, such as Bad Company 2 and Red Orchestra 2, Rising Storm. And it was also present in many newer World War II era Call of Duty titles. As I grew older, I developed an interest in collecting and restoring vintage firearms, as well as learning the art of manual machining. In 2015, when I was around 20 years old, I began apprenticing at a machine shop where I grew up in El Segundo, California. Oh, hopefully he's not manufacturing these in California. That'll get much more difficult. The owner and I became fast friends, having a shared interest in classic cars, firearms, and manufacturing. My interest in firearms and manufacturing eventually led to an interest in gunsmithing and firearms design. Insert SDI sponsor. I'm not sponsored. SDI is dumb. I'm interested in gunsmithing and firearms design, and I began designing and making replacement parts, such as barrels and firing pins, for obsolete vintage and antique guns. At the time, I was also heavily involved in the conversion of surplus gun parts kits into functional semi-auto carbines. Such parts kits included guns like the British Sten, Finnish Suomi, and PPS-43. Be a pain to manufacture in California. There's a reason there's very few gun manufacturers in California. Pausing revenue-generating business activities to focus on development for an unknown amount of time? That always pays off. I mean, they said July. So it's not an entirely unknown amount of time. I would assume that since they are actually stopping other services, they've got a pretty, I would at least would hope, they have a pretty solid grasp on that it should actually be ready by July. SDI, Type 100 confirmed scam. It's okay, he didn't say SDI. That was an aside from yours truly. In 2017, with the Nambu still in mind, and the Fort de Russie, the internet has ruined me, museum on my list of to-dos, we traveled to Honolulu for a summer family vacation. Within the museum was one of the few rare examples of late war Nambu Type 100/44. I was lucky enough to be granted access to the museum's archives, where I collected a wealth of reference material that became invaluable later in the reverse engineering process. Atomic, you hopped out of shower for this? In World at War, the Type 100 was the worst SMG. Now, this guy liked it, and that's all that matters, because now we're getting Type 100 reproductions. MP40, PPSH, Thompson, Type 100. It was one of the SMGs. One of the SMGs ever. Between 2017 and early 2024, not much happened with the Nambu project, with the exception of a few notable instances where owners of miscellaneous Nambu parts made contact with me and we exchanged measurements for parts we had. By now, I was confident I had most of the dimensions accurate on a 2D scale, but I still did not have much reference on the 3D scale, with the exception of the photographs I took in Hawaii. In February of 2024, a friend that worked at an auction company in California reached out and informed me that they had come across what they believed to be a barreled action of a Nambu submachine gun. I gathered my measuring tools and immediately took off, and spent the next several hours taking every measurement I could think of, not knowing if I could come close to a cash offer that they would consider. After some deliberating, we came up with a number that both of us were happy with, and I walked away with something I never thought I would lay hands on. A demilled barrel action of a early serial number, late war Nambu Type 144. I spent the next week 14 hours a day. 14 hours a day for a week? If that's not a passion project, I don't know what is. Oh my goodness. Next week, 14 hours a day, modeling the entire barreled action in a CAD environment, and capturing the original via 3D scan to preserve for future modeling. I received another message not long after that the matching stock for the Nambu barreled action had been found. At this point, I had everything I needed to begin drawing the scale model to cross-reference with my 2D drawings. Unfortunately, the matching internal components were never located, but we're still searching for a spare set that may still be floating around in private collections. They're probably not going to be doing this split stock, I would imagine. Obviously the split stock's super iconic, but it doesn't look like they're going to be doing the split stock. A little sad, but I understand. Thus, the real work began. The thought from the beginning was always, it really would be cool to be able to own a Nambu someday, and that's exactly what we did. It may not be a one-to-one scale copy of the original, but it's about as close as you can get without introducing too many expensive proprietary components. Starting with the rough overall shape of the original Nambu, over the course of 9 months or so, I designed a semi-automatic pistol caliber carbine that shares near perfect similarity with the original Nambu, and it accepts commonly available surplus PPS-43 magazines, an AR-15 firing pin, and an AR-15 ejector to keep things simple. Since historically accurate metric diameter materials were unavailable, the next closest inch standard material was chosen to replace it. All in all, we got as close as we could while still being able to locate the materials to reproduce it. The tubes, chat. The tubes are the wrong diameter. Good thing I'm not a museum owner who has like one of the 6 of these that still exist or something. I drew a lot of inspiration for this design from the British Sten and Polish PPS-43 submachine guns, in both form and function. I borrowed the exterior and fire control group design from the Sten, and the bolt from the PPS-43. As the design progressed, we eliminated many of the proprietary parts we had designed in favor of commonly sourced components, such as AR-15 firing pins and ejectors. This, if anything, ensures that the firearm can continue to be repaired if they remain in circulation and/or when our company ever meets its untimely end. Halfway through the design process, we uprooted our lives in California and set sail for Rosenberg, Texas. And it took a couple of months of setting in before any work picked up again. Rosenberg, Texas. Much better firearms manufacturing state than California. Man's now a Texan. Yeah, he is. While we were hoping for a release date by or before SHOT Show 2025, unfortunately, we were hit with a number of setbacks once we landed in Texas. We're now aiming for a release around June or July 2025, but the prototype will be at SHOT Show. If I was going to guess, their setbacks probably involved the ATF. Already planning on company going tits up doesn't instill confidence. I don't think they're planning on their company going under. But there's no company that lasts forever or makes the same project forever. So while I don't necessarily agree with going towards non-proprietary parts, I can understand the logic. It'd be cooler if it didn't, though. it does also make it cheaper to manufacture. Come find us at SHOT Show. We'd love to talk with you. Oh, missed it. Missed it. For those wondering about pre-orders, we are only going to begin accepting pre-orders 1 month before production starts. This will be announced here and on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X. We expect the MSRP to be around $1,000 to $1,250. This gun will come in different configurations for different states/countries. Maybe just start with the country you're in. Maybe just go states first. And we'll come with, with or without bayonet? This better take the bayonet. Oh my goodness, if they make a Japanese gun, even a Japanese inspired gun that doesn't have a bayonet lug, it's a sin. Even the Japanese light machine guns had bayonets on them. And will come with a wide variety of customization options that will only be available if ordered directly from us, as we would be handcrafting each firearm. Such options include custom finishing, laser engraving, etc. 1001 Samurais, anyone? No. Give me the original clone correct markings, please. With bayonet or bayonet lug, I would imagine bayonet lug. Although Japanese bayonets are pretty easy to come by. So they could just like buy bayonets and just like throw them in there. Even the Japanese bayonet has a bayonet, just about. Oh, we've got the SHOT Show afterwards. And this guy didn't get absolutely just roasted by Gun Jesus like that other company did. SHOT Show 2025. Wow, what a wild experience. When we arrived at SHOT Show, we hoped that the Nambu would get some attention, but we didn't expect the outpouring of positive feedback and support we got from practically everyone. We drew the attention of some of the most influential people present at SHOT Show, including Mark Serbu, James Reeves, and Gun Jesus himself, Ian McCollum of Forgotten Weapons. I feel like if Ian shows interest in your project, you're winning. You're doing something right. A lot of people asked us why when it came to the Nambu project. Why are we doing this? Why are we spending so much on a gamble that could very well backfire on us? The answer is simply, because I can and because I want to. That's beautiful. We need more companies like that, chat. The Nambu has been and always will be a passion project. I could sell a grand total of 0 firearms and still be happy with how the project turned out. And after hearing the story on why I'm dedicating so much time and effort into this little dream of mine, most of the folks that came by to ask why left us asking when. We're happy to say that my little childhood dream project has over 500 people interested in pre-ordering at the time of this writing. Pre-orders are dangerous. I'm gonna be honest. Pre-orders are dangerous. But if they can do custom engraving and actually get some correct markings for the pre-orders, I might be more interested than I should be otherwise. Also, they said on their social media platforms, but I don't see their social media platforms linked anywhere. I am super interested in that though. I need to find where their social media platforms are so I can follow them. And follow it more closely. There we are. Chat. They only have 22 followers. 23 now. They haven't updated their location yet. But they have made some posts. Pathfinder pistol. Okay, they don't have very many posts, chat. But if you want to follow them, there you go. Isn't that the HK motto? Civilians, why can't we have normal stuff? HK? Because we want to and we can. Yeah, but that's not because HK is passionate about their product. That's because HK is passionate about bootlicking the government. To be fair, it got them pretty far. Yeah, you're right. You're still convinced that HK is a puppet of the German government? I mean, it basically is. And that's just how Germany works. If you have a company in Germany and you decide that you no longer want to be puppeted by the German government, then you no longer have a business. That's just the reality of Germany. You get crystal natched. Your business gets disappeared. Where what city did they say they were in? How far away is that from me? Where did it say in here? Somewhere. Rosenberg, Texas. Where is that? Oh, it's just outside of Houston. They should have just said We relocated to outside Houston. No one knows where Rosenberg is. That's like saying, hey, we relocated to goodness sake, why are all the cities around San Antonio called Park? Hollywood Park, Shavano Park. So it's like just any. Just say the name of the city that you're close to. And be like, yeah, we're close to there. Unless you're out in the middle of nowhere, then just say the state. Is there a park? I'm not seeing a park. There's a Park City. And a city park. there's apparently a city park. And a Park City. The Park City is in Utah. I don't know why it told me that one. Is that an actual town called City Park, or is that a park in a city? I think that's an actual town called City Park. That's weird. And now for something completely different. Oh no.
Because no
Oh no. What is this abomination that you've showed me?
project is ever truly done. I've continued to make modifications for my Masterpiece Arms 930T. We have a new front end. This one is held in place with this little muzzle device, and it has a flow-through cooling setup both side to side and out the front.
A flow-through cooling setup. Why?
To keep any trapped heat from getting stuck in the kit and maybe causing some issues. Has a front
Well, I guess if it's polymer. Yeah, I guess so.
mounted acro, in this case an STD, because why not?
Well, at least the optic makes sense on here. Just purely based on the optic name.
And of course, carry handle all the things. It's not a good cyberpunk aesthetic without a funky, unnecessary carry handle. The sight picture is actually quite nice. A little hard to get the red dot in focus there, but you have this nice tunnel leading you straight through it, and of course, some backup iron sights on top. Because no project is ever truly done.
Serial number. Why? Why? That's so weird. Ads! Because cool. I don't know about cool. I don't know about that one. It is for sure. It sure is.
This is a blow forward Schwarzlos 1908, and it runs really
Shush. the only way to improve it is to use Masterpiece Arms Glock mag as a base. No, you're wrong. Incorrect. Glock mags are bad. I keep forgetting to look whenever I'm not doing anything. I keep needing to look for the Mech-Gar steel Glock mags. See if they're in stock anywhere. Oh, they are in stock places. Well. There they are. I'm gonna have to get a couple of these just to like, just for fun. Mech-Gar has a pretty good reputation, so I would imagine they're pretty decent. Now we just need to get a metal, a long Glock mag made out of metal. I don't think that's gonna happen though. Ixion is one of those non-conformists. We just need to make Glock mags not mainstream, and I'll start loving them. I just don't like that Glock mags have this like deity like following. I don't want everything to be taken the same parts. Because then innovation can't happen. I want people to be making more of their own stuff. I want people to be innovating. Which you can't do if you have to use the same parts. Magpole's making metal extended mags for P320? So maybe? Maybe. You meant it as a joke, but I'm confirming it now? What? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't know, chat. It's the same thing for like AR mags to an extent. Like do something different. Do something different. There's shortcomings with everything. So make a new product. Try to make something better. Although there is much more diversity in AR mags than there is in Glock mags. Glock mags, you have a Glock mag. Or an off-brand Glock mag. That still looks like a Glock mag. The only Glock mag that actually is doing anything like even slightly different Where is it? Where's mine? Hello? Where's my torque mag? Gone. It's gone. Someone stole it, chat. I probably just didn't. I probably put it down somewhere weird. The torque mag is the only place that's actually doing something different still inside a Glock mag. In order to make a proprietary part when you aren't innovating anyways. So start innovating. Gotta innovate. People are less likely to innovate when there's pressure to make everything take the same parts. By being non-conforming, you're conforming with other conformists. You need to rebel against the community of non-conformists? No. Can't tell me what to do. What? What in the black powder is that? Huh? The chainsaw grip. It's an 8-shot, 12-gauge revolver. Black powder. $1,250. Save the expensive proprietary parts for the parts of the gun that are actually being improved. Adding one more mag to the market that's functionally identical doesn't help anyone. But they don't have to be expensive. Proprietary doesn't have to mean expensive. So the example I brought up before is the new. Oh no, I can't. Is it the new? Is it this? The new Springfield PCC, the new HS one, the Kuna. I think it's that one. That has magazines that, with the same magazine, can take 9mm, 40, or 10mm. It's innovation, and they cost like $25, or at least theoretically they will when they get here. Proprietary parts, not super expensive. I can't remember if that's the Springfield Kuna or the Taurus carbine that I can't remember what it's called. One of those two has the multi-caliber magazine. And that's cool. That's innovative. At least a little bit. And not expensive. If they're doing something new with the mag, that's great. The vast majority of guns are only providing the inconvenience with no innovation to make up for it. I mean, if you want to make like a platform and not a magazine, like particularly for a rifle, then there are a lot of good magazines out there. And because there's so many good magazines out there, for a rifle, don't use a Glock mag. The Glock mags are ugly. They look ugly in there. This is sketchy. This is super sketchy looking. Atomic, your head out. Good night. Good night, Atomic. 8-round 12 gauge cylinder fed shotgun, except standard AR grip. AR stock with buffer tube. So this takes an AR buffer tube stock. Quick change 12 gauge cylinder. Double action revolver. Or no, yeah, double action revolver. California legal. Chat, this is California legal. Just keep that in mind. How no FFL required? Because this is black powder. This is a black powder gun. It's muzzle loading. So because this is black powder, this is not a firearm, and therefore legal in California. You can have this shipped to your front door. It is Cali legal. It is. This does look super sketchy. Like, obviously it's just black powder. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that, though. Where do you put your second hand? Do you just put both hands on the pistol grip like it's a pistol? A cylinder hold? I guess you could hold the cylinder. But then your grip would have to rotate as you pull the trigger. Because it's double action. Huh. The chainsaw, you're right. You're right. There was the one picture that had the chainsaw grip on it. Where was the chainsaw grip picture? Man, there's the interchangeable cylinder. Which is good, so you can speed reload your black powder shotgun revolver. Video of it. Oh, your AR buffer tube adapter. There's got to be video of this somewhere. There's no way there's not video of this absolutely ridiculous product. Right? There's no way. There's not. I'm not seeing any videos of it. Is this even a real thing? I don't know. I can't find any videos on it. This might not be a real thing. Which will make me sad. We need someone with an extra $1,200 to buy this and make a video of it.
The Roto 12 compact shotgun.
Oh, wait. Wait, do we have a video of it?
Firearms, self-defense folks and enthusiasts are going to love me for talking about this. Introducing the radical and innovative 8-inch compact 8-round shotgun.
Is this an AI old man? They've got a whole AI old man on here.
Offering precision and control that redefines the shooting and self-defense experience. Meet the Roto 12 compact shotgun, an engineering marvel, legally compliant, requiring no FFL. This innovative 8-round 12-gauge shotgun delivers unparalleled rapid-fire performance with its automatic cylinder rotation. Effortlessly.
I'd record a voiceover for him. And don't use that weird AI old man. What on earth? Master Key black powder.
Compatible with AR-15 grips and stocks, it boasts unmatched versatility within its compact 8-inch frame. Secure your pre-order now.
Oh, they're in pre-order right now. Okay, I'm definitely not pre-ordering it. Definitely not. Look at their other products. Oh no. Okay, well that doesn't look terrible. I take it back. Underbarrel? Chat. You can get an underbarrel 12-gauge revolver shotgun. Black powder. Pre-order high school shop class shotgun. Pretty much. See this one? That one's kind of classy looking. Oh, these are the guys who make the Diablo? Okay, I know of these ones. I've heard of these ones. So these guys have at least been around for a bit. This is a set? You can get a set. Myth and Roid? I think this is Myth and Roid. Yes, it is. Lots of Diablo. And shirts. They have 3 versions. They've got 3 versions of this little shotgun revolver thing. So they've got the pepper box kind of version, an actual longer one, and an underbarrel one. So you can have an underbarrel 12-gauge black powder revolver shotgun. For $1,500. But do keep in mind, You don't have to get a tax stamp for that. Do they only do the shotguns? That one's gross. It looks like it. And parts and accessories. And shirts. There's no way people wear these shirts. Right? Right? It's a weird gun. Why would you make me look at that? That is a weird one for sure. Oh, why am I yawning already? It's only been like an hour and a half. Oh. They're asking that price without even having to FFL costs or gun bird tax. What is a gun bird tax? I mean, it's black powder. So I mean, I guess like they don't have their FFL upkeep. They may or may not have an FFL to upkeep. But you also don't have to pay FFL fees as you're getting it. Because there are transfer fees and stuff. All guns are taxed. Money's supposed to go to bird conservation? Oh yeah, okay. I've heard of that. Yeah, it's a manufacturer tax. I don't think it... Well, I don't know. Birds are government drones, so maybe it does go to birds. It's probably a lot of upkeep and maintenance on birds.
Deploying reinforcements.
Atya_Sepish VT just followed.
Atya Tepis, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Unconstitutional BS tax on it, right? Yeah, one of many hidden taxes that a lot of people just don't know about. You'd be surprised how many people don't know that there's like gas taxes and stuff. But I don't know, getting a tax repealed is a monumentous feat. And for some reason, all the gun organizations ignore that one. It is strange that no one talks about it. People talk about that one so little that while I have heard of it before, I had completely forgotten about it. But I mean, I don't know. As stupid as I think it is, I think there are more pressing Second Amendment issues, like the NFA tax, or just the NFA. Tristan, hello. Also, Devil Rose, hello. Welcome. The Springfield Hellcat. That's what Leaflet carries. So you're gonna drop your bed on your cat gently if he continues to tear out the bottom of your box spring. A box spring? People still use those? That's crazy. I don't? No, I don't. Why would I use a box spring? And for a long time, I just had my mattress sitting on the ground. You'd argue that attacks on less scary guns would be easier to go after and possibly make it easier to attack the NFA with some precedent? That seems pretty valid, honestly. The problem is that people don't really care about the bird tax. I don't even know how much it is. So tax all guns. All guns are taxed anyways. I mean, there's still sales tax on guns, if nothing else. For 4 years in college, you had a mattress on a box spring on the floor? Well, if your mattress is on a box spring on the floor, you're just not on the floor. For a long time, my mattress was actually on the floor. But then I finally got one of the like Amazon Basics like bed frames, just so I could stuff stuff under it. I needed this storage space. Not in your state. It's not all states have sales tax. IKEA makes cool bed frames with storage. Yeah, but the Amazon Basics one, it just has empty space under there. So you can just shove stuff under there. And it's perfect for like boxes and other boxes. Because I'm a box hoarder. I always keep all the boxes for all my stuff ever. I should get the IKEA one that lifts up. The IKEA one that lifts up. Well, like those beds that like lift up and like fold into the wall. Then I can't hide stuff under it. Then whenever I lift up the bed, there'll just be a pile of boxes there. The bird tax is 10 to 11% on all guns and ammo. Chat, we all need to call our senators and urge them to repeal the bird tax. No, it has storage on the bottom. Mine has storage underneath it. It's got boxes underneath it. Resale value. It's not so much resale value, because I don't buy guns planning to sell them. But when you keep the box for your guns, then you can keep all the stuff that came with the gun, like conveniently there in the box, labeled nicely for the gun. Which, I mean, sometimes is just like a lock and instruction manual. But sometimes it's more than that. You believe in Ohio, the sales tax goes to natural resources? So it's not additional? I need sets of small drawers. What do I need sets of small drawers for? I can't fit gun boxes in small drawers. And besides, like a stack of ammo cans looks way cooler than like a little set of drawers. Guns go in drawers, boxes go in the closet. No, boxes go under the bed. And guns go around. Just, you know, around. That's what these are for. Come here. That's what these are for, chat. To put your guns around. And you can kind of stand them around. And they're like display pieces. It sounds like a fire hazard. I'm basically a barbecue. Well, chat, you better enjoy it. If I ever get barbecued, you better appreciate my sacrifice. You have an irrational fear that these would damage the barrel. So these ones are not just like straight metal wiring. These do have like a plastic coating on them. So there's no metal sticking out of this anywhere that could scratch anything. But even if it was, do you think that gently sticking this down the barrel of the gun is going to do more damage than firing bullets down the barrel? He did say irrational. I'm logicking away his irrationality. Because that's how it works. Clearly. That's what irrational means. It means you can get rid of it by logic. Same display hooks that a number of shops use? Probably. They were pretty cheap. I got like 20 of them for a few bucks. I need. They make some ones for rifles too, where it's just like two like almost like M-shaped things, and you put one in the front, one on the back, and you can stand your rifles around like horizontally on flat surfaces. Except I don't have very many places I can put a whole rifle. At some point, I just need to get like the wall panels for hanging stuff on the walls. Can't I just get the mag stand for a rifle? I could. If all my guns took the same magazines. You have a katana rack and you put your Mosin on it. Ooh, that's a pretty good idea, actually. I need to get a katana stand. And then just like a bunch of like Type 38s and Type 99s. Like, you know, like the big like tiered katana stands that you can put a whole bunch of katanas on. But then where do I put my straight swords? Well, currently I have a sword just on a standing rifle rack right next to me, actually. Chat, you want to see my sword? Come here. It's very reflective, so I'm not gonna like bring it too much. I don't wanna mirror myself. But there you go, chat. That is just on a rifle rack right here. What kind of blade is that? Yeah, it is a saber. I do. I've got like a Maul Ninja sword, and then that one. Sometimes I carry that one, just like out in public, because it's Texas and you can open carry swords. So I've got like a sword belt for it. So you can open carry the sword on one side and a gun on the other side, and it's beautiful. I love Texas. And you'd be surprised that when you're open carrying a sword, very few people notice that you're open carrying a gun. Like, oh, that guy's got a sword, and they just look at the sword. Sword and blade dual wield. Yeah, I'm real life Kirito. I don't think that's a good thing. The great distraction. It is a great distraction. I haven't needed to use it as a distraction. Ads, we got ads. You can open carry guns and swords in the majority of the US. It's not a Texas thing. Can you in the majority? What states can you carry swords? You probably can't in like New York, California, Illinois, Massachusetts. In Wisconsin, you need a permit? You need a permit in Wisconsin to carry a sword? In New Jersey, you can't. That's unsurprising. A sword permit? Apparently. Boy, bro, no assault blades in here. Yeah, Britain's about to, like, outlaw butter knives. I don't, not fact checked, but I've seen companies in the UK selling like rounded tip knives. I don't know if that's like a legal requirement. But you don't want to accidentally poke someone. Until recently, most states had Texas beat on open carry of handguns. Yeah. Texas was pretty late to the firearms carry. Ads gone. Very good. Very good. It's also, you also can't open carry a sword in Maryland. There's not like a map. I need like one of those like conceal carry reciprocity maps, except for carrying swords. All weapon restrictions are unlawful. It's true. In Utah, swords are classified as dangerous weapons. What? Is this real? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. If it wasn't dangerous, what good is it? Yeah, I think the point of a weapon is to be dangerous. I don't know. Is there anyone who makes a not dangerous weapon? Is that just like a Nerf gun? A Nerf gun is a non-dangerous weapon?
Ma'ar Kali gifted a tier 1 subscription to Farashu's Kitsu.
Mauer Kali, thank you. Thank you for the gift sub to Ferocious. Mauer Kali is going to be the sub sugar daddy. I don't like that. I said that and I immediately regretted it. Thank you. Thank you for the gift sub though. Sugar Kali. Yeah. That's for tacking on charges of committing X crime with a dangerous weapon. Yeah, but in Utah, you're also not allowed to carry dangerous weapons in places like public parks.
Deploying reinforcements.
Derek BMC 1989 just followed.
And Derek PMC, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Additional charges is the dumbest thing ever. Doing illegal thing with something doesn't make it more or less illegal. Yeah. And I literally have up, you can kind of see me scrolling through it. I have up a page about carrying swords. I guess carrying dangerous weapons in Utah. And that includes swords and machetes.
Ma'ar Kali gifted a tier 1 subscription to Lalo_and_Ascore.
Mauer Collie. Thank you again. Thank you for another gift sub. Very much appreciated. Well, apparently, in Utah, they can use carrying of a deadly weapon to prove criminal intent, which seems very dangerous, legally speaking. I don't know, that seems pretty slippery slope legally. But thank you for the gift sub. The second gift sub. All right, chat. Like 2 hours ago, we were making the schedule for this week, and it has not happened yet. Other than the gun ASMR stream on Sunday. Other than that, there is no plans. Is it a SAR pistol? This one? This one is not. It's made in the same country. But this is a Canik. So this is the Canik TP9 SFT. So I don't think they actually make this model anymore. They still make like the TP9 SF pistol. But if you want a threaded one, I think you just have to go to like the Elite. I don't know all the Canik models, but I don't think this one exists anymore. But this is my Turkish pistol. It's pretty good, honestly. It is a good pistol. Like for a budget pistol, very good. We added the SAR K245C to your want list. Now you make me go look that up. 14 rounds of 45 to carry. It doesn't look bad. It looks pretty thick to carry. It's like two 1911s. A 13 plus 1. Is there a not C version? A K2 45 large? K2 45. Let's see how good their website is. It's not. It's not good. There it is. There's the K245. Okay, so wait. It can give you the search results unless you actually hit enter. Why are gun websites so bad? Okay. So it's the same grip length. Stop that. Same grip length. Just like a 1/4 inch shorter. It is very similarly sized. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is 0.2 inches difference. That is a very small difference. I'm gonna be honest, I probably would just carry the not C version. If it was me. Just purely because that 0.2 inches probably doesn't, at least for me, wouldn't make a big impact on carry. Because the length of the slide doesn't affect carry for me very much. But it does make it look quite a bit cooler. Not that much bigger than Glock 19. I mean, my go-to carry gun is the SIG, the P365. So I don't know if I'm necessarily this is very skinny. This is much skinnier than a Glock 19. It's just so easy to carry. I also recently, when I went to San Antonio, I carried this gun in a holster for like 22 hours straight. No, it was longer than that. 22 is less than a day. How long was it? Hold on, when did I leave? Hold on, hang on. Hold up, I have to do math. It's like 32 hours. I carried this gun in a holster 32 hours straight. So I don't I don't think I could carry a gun much larger than this for that long. I think that's about the limit. And I have a pretty nice holster for it. At least the best carry holster I've ever used. The only weird thing about the K2 is it's double single. but it doesn't have a decocker. A little strange. Is it? Yeah, it's got the kind of CZ style safety. This does very much remind me of the CZ, whatever the 45 version is. I can't remember the number. I want to say that, is it the CZ97? That's the 45 version? Hang on. What's the 45? Yeah, it is the 97. I was right. It reminds me very much of the 97. Not feeling this song. So I don't think they've ever made a railed version of it. But it definitely reminds me of it, for sure. The skinny slide, like the CZ. Yeah, so it's got the slide with the rails inside the frame. And it's got very similar like grip shape, dovetail. The trigger guard, pretty different. But definitely reminds me of that. This one right here. It's even got the same kind of safety. There's 5 pages. Oh no. Let me go to 75. Oh, we were already on 75. I was saying, there's no way there's 5 pages of CZ97s. It's because there weren't. Oh, we don't even have them on the first page. We're just looking at CZ75s. Show me a CZ97. There we go. There's a 97. Got the long frame though. Oh, it's pretty cool. I've shot some SAR guns before. Is there a CZ 10mm? Probably. I have shot the SAR. Hello? The K12. This gun was surprisingly nice to shoot. So the trigger is not quite as nice as like a Shadow 2 or something. But also it's like half the price. Cool gun. There's got to be a 10mm CZ. Oh. Well, yeah. The Dan Wessons. Dan Wesson. Because Dan Wesson is owned by CZ. So you can get the 10mm Dan Wessons. And those are basically 10mm CZ. They're also kind of expensive. There you go. There's your 10mm CZ. CZ Dan Wesson. Only $2,200. Sorry, any good CZs? Nope, only Dan Wessons. From my very quick internet search. Oh, wait. I forgot. There's also the Colt Delta Elites. They're in 10mm. Those are also owned by CZ. There's a bunch. There's so many 10mm CZs, chat. It's without the laser sighting or a scope. That is without any extras. M9A4 is the most expensive gun you own. Can't really be spending that much on a pistol. And the Colt Delta Elite's quite a bit cheaper. It's just $13.50 MSRP. They also make a rail version. So if you want to have the tactical FUD gun. You've seen them for like $1,200. Yeah. MSRP always is going to be higher than market price. Unless it's COVID time. Then who knows? So there you go. There is Colt Delta Elite for sale in stock. $1,200. So that's from guns.com. So you can probably find it lower somewhere else if you want to. If you want to go looking. Guns.com is not known for their wonderful prices. Keltec new release enters the chat. Well, that's 5.7, not 10 mil. Keltec hasn't made a 10mm handgun, have they? Have I missed something? There's no Keltec 10mm handgun. Oh, it's cheaper than MSRP. Okay. Yeah, the new Keltec pistol. I want one. Definitely am waiting for the price to drop. They're going to release 10mm sub 2000. Are they? Is that confirmed that they're actually going to do that? So I know they've got the 9 and the 5.7 version. They don't have the 10mm version on their website. I think Smith & Wesson was doing their FPC in 10mm. So the Smith & Wesson Foldy Boy in 10mm. Free Viridian. No. They teased more powerful sub 2000. It has to be 10. It's going to be 40. Come on, chat. It's going to be 40. Knowing Keltec. Keltec already has the machinery to make the sub 2000 Gen 2 in 40. They already made 40 sub 2Ks in the beginning, but not the Gen 3s. They have not made the Gen 3 sub 2000 in 40 yet. The Gen 1 and Gen 2 they did, but they have not released a 40 Gen 3. So I think that the sub 2000 Gen 3, I think that the more powerful version that they're teasing is going to be in 40. 10 mil be better option. Could potentially run 40 in them with Glock mags. I mean, there's some 10 millimeter guns that you can just like stick 40 into, like high points. If you have a 10 millimeter high point, you can just stick 40 in it and it'll just work. You think Gen 0 was available in 40? Only 9? Maybe. The first generation of sub 2000s is not common. There's not a lot of them out there. Gen 2 was really the bread and butter of it. Oh, no. There we go. There's one. This is the old one in 40. The sub 9. Oh, what? What is this? I was gonna say I forgot, but I don't think I ever knew it existed. Oh yeah. I mean, if it's called a sub 9, if you make a sub 9 and then make it in not 9 millimeter, it'd be weird. An old one. The sub 9, the forgotten Keltec. It looks very old. It looks like old Keltec. I guess if there was a 40 version, I imagine that they would have called it the sub 40. Old Keltec. Yeah, back when the Keltec P11 was new. That's also when Keltec had really poor reputations for guns being bad. Honestly, Keltec's reputation used to be just awful, and now it's not wonderful. But Keltec has done quite a bit to up their reputation. Pretty impressive, honestly. Flexible polymer with some of the original SU-16s. That's fine. It's okay if your rifle parts are flexible. You don't need that. You do. Yeah. You have the RDB as a lefty. RDB is very nice, honestly. The recoil impulse is a little strange, just because the bolt has to travel so far for the ejection. But the only problems that I've ever had with my RDB are because I was using like a cheap Steelcase 223. So as long as you don't do that, then the RDB, very good. Your RDB requires some of the more faster stuff. You need higher velocity, 556. You'd like to point out how ahead of the game P11 was in form factor? Oh yeah, the P11. P11 was super ahead of its time. Like, who do you think Ruger copied to make the LCP? The P11. Wait. Oh, we don't have that picture. P11 is very small. Lighter weight, same width, same height, 0.2 inches longer. Double action, which is not ideal. Ruger stole that though. Ruger doing Ruger things. Same capacity? Does it have the same capacity? I thought the P11 had a single stack mag. Is that wrong? No, it does. It does have the same capacity. Double stack? Maybe it's not the P11 I'm thinking of. What's the Keltec single stack pistol? Oh, it's the P32? Yeah, P32. P32 is the little itty bitty single stack one. PF9. PF0. The P32, I think, is the one I was thinking of. That's the one. The P32 is the one that Ruger basically directly copied. Except in 380, not 32. Yeah, the 32 is in 32. I was thinking of the gun Ruger copied, not the caliber. P3AT. Okay, well, that was discontinued though. Yeah, it probably was the 380 version, not the 32 version that Ruger copied. This one is discontinued, right? Is it not? I retired 2022. Guns and Knives, hello, welcome. And King Panzer, hello, welcome. But what did I what? But when did I say but? I probably said but. Tank is getting old. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. You want me to sing happy birthday to you? Happy birthday. You're now old. Old. Hag status. I hope you have your retirement fund ready. Gonna be going to the nursing home soon.
Ma'ar Kali gifted a tier 1 subscription to King Punter 303.
Mauer Collie. Thank you for the gift sub. And thank you for the happy birthday gift to King Panzer. Very much appreciated. All right, chat. I have finished the very good, high quality schedule. Which is a very good and high quality schedule for this week. So, the schedule for this week. So on Monday, today, stream. Stream happens today. It's very good. Tomorrow, Tuesday off day. I usually take Tuesdays, Fridays off. Wednesday, we have a very good stream. And so the Wednesday stream, as you can see from this beautiful schedule, is at 9 p.m. Central Time. Thursday at 8 p.m. Ads! Thursday at 8 p.m. We're going to have a good and definitely very planned stream. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be good. It's going to be planned. Definitely planned. On Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. And on Saturday, we're going to be trying something new. We're going to talk about guns. We're going to ramble. Quite possibly incoherently. We're going to ramble about guns. Definitely planned and definitely good for sure. And then Sunday's when it gets interesting. Because I said that when we got to 500 followers, we would do a whole stream of just gun ASMR. And myself, unfortunately, being an anime man of my word, we're gonna have to do it. So Koza ASMR at 9. I'm probably going to start the stream earlier than that, just to yap and ramble for a bit. But at 9 p.m. is when the cozy, relaxing gun ASMR starts. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be very interesting. Let's see how. I wonder, it's been a very long time. I don't remember. How did the ASMR go last time I did it? I don't know. I was going to try to look at the Twitch tracker, see if it was on there. Oh no, there it is. I had nine average viewers for an ASMR stream 4 years ago. 3.5 years ago. Which may not seem like a very big number, but for 2021 X count, it's a huge number. That was a huge number back then. We're not gonna do that kind of ASMR stream. that was a very different X count back then. That is not something we're gonna do. It's gonna be a very different style. There's gonna be fun gun noises. And not whatever the other nonsense is that I was doing back then. Ubu ASMR. Very cringe ASMR, shall we say. That is for sure. It was a bit of a rough phase, shall we say, in my streaming career. Probably not ideal. I did used to be a thirst trap streamer though. So luckily I have grown as a person since then. And we're not going to be doing that anymore. Understandable. Yes. So no thirst trap cringe horrible ASMR that makes me cringe even thinking about it. That is not what will be happening. Actually, oh no. Now I'm scared to look. Are there any clips from that long ago? I'm scared, chat. Clips. Sort by oldest first. Oh, I don't want to watch that one. We're not going to watch that one. Oh, Eve. Oh no. Just reading the titles of the clips. Oh my, I'm cringing so hard. I'm cringing too bad. It's I'm glad I grew as a person. It's less let's say. And what guns do we have today? The guns we have today are the Christensen MPR in 308. We've got the Canik TP9 SFT and SIG P365 XL. So we've got kind of normie guns out today, honestly. Except maybe that one. This one's a bougie normie gun. Just a bougie Remington 700. You thought the P365 was a P226? I do not have a P226. Although the P226 is pretty cool. This is a pretty expensive rifle. And it's got a reasonably expensive scope on it. How much? I don't even know how much these rifles are selling for now. I'm gonna be honest. How much are these selling for now? $2,400. I did not pay that much for this. I did not pay that much for this. Goodness sakes. $2,500? There's no way. There's no way people are paying $2,500 for these. It's just a Remington 700 in a chassis. That's crazy. You look up Massachusetts laws, see how many years you go behind bars. I mean, this one should be fine. This one is just like a standard bolt action rifle. I can't imagine that this would be banned like anywhere, right? This is literally like a hunting rifle. These two probably have capacity stuff going on. Is this one 18? Yeah, 18 on that one. The rifle is legal in Massachusetts? I would hope so. If Massachusetts is out here outlawing bolt actions, probably not. We've got 12 and 18. I do want to get one of the long mags. The long P365 mags, like the 21 rounder. It'd look ridiculous in this gun, but I want to get one. Too bad SIG mags are just stupid expensive. Massachusetts Chapter 140, Section 121. Do I even want to know? The definition of ammunition? Ammunition, cartridges or cartridge cases, primers, bullets, or propellant powder designed for use in firearm, rifle, or shotgun. Folding stock detachable mag pistol grip. What? It's a bolt action rifle. Oh my goodness, this page is so long. How many sections are in this? 206 sections. And that's not including the sections that are like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Oh my goodness. Railguns it is. And railguns, not firearms, by definition. Do I even want to... I don't even know how to read this thing. It's just so many definitions. They wrote like 4 sentences and then have like 4 pages of definition so they can just define every word in the sentence. Massachusetts assault weapon definition. Just give me the TLDR version. So in Massachusetts, assault weapon is defined as semi-automatic firearms with the same characteristics as those defined in the expired federal ban of 1994. That's awful. Massachusetts, you do not need a license for black powder rifles, shotguns, and ammunition thereafter. I hope so. Do you need a license for a black powder pistol? I noticed pistol wasn't in that list. You just said rifles and shotguns. Now you've got me concerned. Is there black powder regulations in Massachusetts? So in Massachusetts, you don't need a license to possess muzzle loaders and black powders. Ammunition components like black powder percussion caps require a FID card or license to carry for purchase. Is that real? That was just the AI overview because I'm too lazy. Is that real? No AKs, Uzis, Galils, AR-15, FAL, AUG, Tech-9, and Striker are explicitly banned in Massachusetts. There's a 24-page PDF document of normal guns allowed in Massachusetts. Wait. So you have to have specifically allowed guns? You have a list of allowed guns? This is not what the founding fathers intended. Can you send link in chat? Yes. Yes, you can. All gun laws are retarded. True. True. All gun laws are retarded. Like, clinically. Massachusetts, something more restrictive than Cali. I mean, California has had to deal with a lot more legal suits than Massachusetts has. Mass.gov. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That word is a red flag. Approved firearms roster. Armatics IP1. I don't even know what that is. Hold on. Hold on. I've been distracted. Oh, oh no, this is that one? This is the smart gun that like connects to your watch. Gross. Commonwealth is British. Yeah, that's why it's a red flag. Biofire smart gun, newly added. "24-page doc is an approved handgun roster." It is. I expected there to be like pages of definitions at the beginning, but they just started straight in with the list. Man, this is down to the color. Blued. You can't have the stainless one? Or the 9mm one. The stainless 9mm Rock Island 1911 is illegal. That's wild. You have a list of people who are allowed to infringe on your rights. It's called the obituary. The good rule. You have another link? May you send? Yeah, links are allowed as long as they're like relevant to the discussion. Canics. Oh, they specify between the Canic and the Century Arms ones. Interesting. Cali pistol roster is by SKU. Finish changes require separate approval as well. That's so dumb. That's so stupid. Charter Arms sure submitted a lot of stuff to the roster. Goodness sakes. Clocks. The 19C. The 19C is allowed. Do they know that it has a compensated barrel? Unbelievable. Do they even care about public safety? Well, this is... Oh. Oh, you got a Kimber Micro 9 now. Wait. Specifically only the Kimber MCR09. What is the MCR09? But that's a typo, right? Right? There's no such thing as the Kimber MCR09. There's the Kimber Micro 9. They've got typos in this? Ew, Kimber. I am not a fan of Kimber, and especially the Micro 9s. Luckily, the Micro 9 is still not allowed. The MCR09 is. It's Massachusetts exclusive. Para Ordnance. And Para Ordnance, goodness sakes. They've got like 2 pages. Oh, SIG 220 Legion. SIG 320C-9-BSSP, Massachusetts compliant. With chamber viewport, optics ready, black. That's so dumb. It's government work. Mistakes are to be expected. Apparently. Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson section is going to be long. 32 H&R. Oh, Springfield? No new Springfields. Like every GP100, because apparently they have to submit by SKU or something. Kimber has a separate section on their website for California and separate for Massachusetts allowed pistols. That's awful. Someone needs to do something about this. Oh, we got to the end. I expected for some reason for there to be more new ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 new guns. And that's not like new models. That's like SKUs. That's, oh, I hate it here. I hate it here. Massachusetts has more modern pistols than the Cali list. The Cali list is real bad. May you send the official Massachusetts website. Is that not this one? Olympic competition firearms. We need to get 3-gun. We need 3-gun in the Olympics stat. So we can save the states. Just be an Olympic competitor and you can have it. I would definitely watch Olympic 3-gun. That'd be awesome. Is the new Keltec allowed? It was not on the list. Are there any Keltec on the list? There's no Keltec on the list. It would be between Carr and Kimber. There's not a single Keltec on the list. Many countries are more restrictive about guns than the US. Skill issue. Wait, is this Massachusetts? Is this Massachusetts or California? California? California added this to their list? The EAA budget drug lord gun? What, March 11th? Earlier this month? Oh my goodness. Approved a few weeks ago. California still can't have Gen 5 Glocks, right? Or am I wrong about that? they can't have Gen 5 Glocks, but they can have the gold drug lord high power. You have a devious Massachusetts link? What does that mean? Do I want to know what that means? Rob Bonta. California recently added handgun models. By SKU. BioFire Smart Gun. Everyone's added that one real quick. Lots of Smith & Wesson revolvers. Oh, the Smith & Wesson Ghetto Blaster. SD9. In 2 different colors. Oh, 3 different colors. Rost Martin. 2 Rost Martins. Oh, different colors. Isn't Rost Martin just like a Glock clone? Gerson. There it is. Oh. All the stuff this year. Oh, all the stuff this year. Rosters are so bad. Rosters are dumb. Oh, we've got a video. Got a video. This is a 27-minute video.
Good morning,
from the Massachusetts Attorney General. Stuff gets cycled out. So something that has been on the list can be removed. That's ridiculous. Cali got sued and had to remove the micro stamping requirement. Chamber loaded indicator, mag disconnect, and testing is still needed for it to be added. Can we just like cut California off? We don't need them. Ferocious, you're feeling very 1776 all of a sudden. I've been feeling very much more 1776 recently. You know, with it being tax season and with all these states trying to do stupid stuff with guns, you know, I'm not really feeling represented right now. The list of recently added Kali guns doesn't stay listed. It gets updated. These lists make your PP soft. The lists make my PP soft. But the idea of forcibly removing the lists undoes the softening, shall we say. They mess with stuff on the roster based on color. In Massachusetts did that too. Can you send your link? Go for it. Go for it. Certified handgun search. $48 pages. Okay, 48 pages. It seems like a lot. How many are on a page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that seems like a lot. They still list CZ pistols that aren't made. Well, I mean, yeah, you never know when someone might come across some like new old stock. Gotta keep them on there. Yeah, but so this is like almost 1,000 guns. Almost 1,000 guns. That seems like a lot of guns. Until you realize that each different color, each different barrel length, each different kind of grip is a separate entry. Each different caliber. And this isn't just like current pistols. This is all ever. That is not a lot. That is in fact a very small amount. Click on the manufacturer dropdown. Bryco Arms? Oh, no, no Bryco Arms. Where's CZ? Oh, Czeska Zbrojovka. CZ 2075 Rami. Entries. CZ97B. We talked about that one earlier today. They don't make that anymore. Expiration date. Next year. Next year, this one expires. CZ50 on the list? Was it? 7583. I don't see the CZ50 on the list. Unless I'm blind. The CZ40. That's not how expiration works. Wait, they all expire. What does this date mean then? Huh? That date doesn't mean anything at all. Is SAR K2 on there? I doubt it. SAR Solmaz. I don't even see SAR on here. SAR Solmaz isn't real in California. High point. No high points. CZ renews models they don't make every year. Apparently. They probably just have like some unpaid intern like oh, here's next year's coming up. Go ahead and just sign all those off. What is this? What is this Massachusetts store? Hey. I know that gun. That's the Beretta fish gun. Yeah, I already said. I was that old. RDB. RDB Survival is the only one. 9. Ruger PC Carbine. 7.62. Ruger Mini 30. You, Beretta, you take that back right now. The ARX is so cool. Ads! We got ads. I mean, other than just having really bad selection, it just seems like a gun shop. Wait, you can have a Benelli M4 in Massachusetts? Don't they know that these are scary? What are they doing? It's only 5-round. I mean, all Benelli M4s are the 5-round version, except the LE versions. But don't you Beretta? The Beretta ARX is a unique rifle. I really like the ARX 200, unironically. Unfortunately, that one is probably never going to make it to the States. Only shotguns with spinny Massachusetts things are scary. What's a spinny Massachusetts thing? New Hampshire is freer than you? Hopefully I mean, there's probably like FPC or GOA lawsuits going in Massachusetts. They're basically just lawsuit printers. They've got to have some of them. Spinning bits like like a revolver shotgun. Wait, hold on. Where's the approved firearms list? Is the Taurus Judge? The Taurus Judge is not on the list. Which, unsurprising. That has shotgun. It can shoot shotgun shells. That's very scary. You have to go to New Hampshire to use fireworks on the 4th of July? What? How do you outlaw fireworks? I mean, if you outlawed recreational explosives in Texas, Texas would secede again. You refuse to call 410 a shotgun cartridge? What about 28 gauge? Is 28 gauge a shotgun cartridge? Can you send some help? I don't know. Can't use fireworks in California? Well, that's just because California is always on fire. And they don't want there to be more fire. Yeah, 410 and 28, very small shotgun shells. Is it bad? You know, almost all military installations in New England? No, I think that is, in fact, a positive. Because yeah, at some point, those might be... That might be some very, very valuable intelligence for... in case you might ever need to know that for some reason. KSG 410 is a popular shotgun in your area right now? Is it? I mean, I don't know, I guess I have heard like old people be like, oh yeah, the KSG 410, it's got such light recoil because it's a 410. So I guess if you're old and you got weak bones and weak joints, I guess so. Do you live around a bunch of old people? In California, the only state in the world without water, and they're right on the edge of the ocean. Yeah. Yeah. See more ladies get it in the shop you work at? That makes sense too. I have, oh, was it? Someone shared at some point. The Keltec KS7 has been getting super cheap. Where was it? Where was it? It was super cheap. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. get through like 3 pop-up windows. Look at that. $300. That's like the same price as like the horrible Turkish import shotguns. It's a very good price. KS7 with mini shells is 10 plus 1. The KS7 is very cool, honestly. If for no other reason, it just looks super neat. Is the KS7 legal in Illinois? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know Illinois gun laws. Illinois got rid of their FOID card recently, though, I think. You honestly consider it for a truck gun? KS7? A KS7? Super good truck or trunk gun. You like it? You got rid of the horn. The horn? What do you mean you got rid of the horn? I don't know what that means. The KS7? The carry handle? What's the horn of the KS7? You got rid of the carry handle. But that's what makes it look so cool. How dare you? How dare. I love carry handles. They're so, like, not practical in, like, almost every situation. Too flimsy. Well, you're not using it as a hammer. Boo this man. Solid option for mounting a flashlight. Aren't there like replacements that you can put up there? I think that's a thing. I think they make replacement little top things. Oh, you can get a... Oh! I have good news for you. You can get a replacement carry handle. You can fix it. Mesa Tactical has rails for it. I know I've seen rails for it somewhere. I didn't know if it was Keltec OEM. I own a musket for home defense, just as my governor, Muara Healy, intended. 4 ruffians break into my home. Muskets are horribly devastating. Like they take a long time to load. I think I showed the Garanthan video like last stream, right? Of the Garanthan like ballistics test with the The flintlock? You put a G36 carry handle? G36 carry handle on the KS7? Only if it also comes with a G36 optic. Yeah, I might have showed this last stream. Or a couple streams ago. But it's so good. It's so good every time. Muskets are devastating. Literally just removed head. Muskets are wild. Ads. I'm not watching ads. And muskets. You can have that. You can have that. The gun that did that damage shipped to your front door. But you can't buy a Glock Gen 5 in California. And you can't buy, like, apparently anything in Massachusetts. Massachusetts restricts modern firearms, allows complete free roam of muskets. Well, time to get some muskets. G3 has best carry handle. What the one that like rotates off to the side? The old school carry handles are good. Like the G3, the FAL. Yeah, there it is. Very, very good carry handles. The ones that rotate off to the side. Very, very vibey. Glock Gen 4 or 5 is through PPT, PowerPoint. Only priced at 2.5 times cost. I could never. I already think Glocks are kind of overpriced for what they are. I can't imagine paying 2.5 times what they sell for. FAL? Yeah, the FAL carry handle. Very good carry handle. Private party transfer? How do you private party transfer a Glock Gen 5 if you can't buy a Glock Gen 5? Like, can I just like drive to California? Like with a trunk full of Glocks and sell them as private party transfers? Because that seems like something that that you shouldn't be able to do. Cops, military, or newly moved residents. Newly moved residents, you say? So what I need to do is just constantly be in a cycle of moving in and out of California. And every time I move out, I need to buy just a whole bunch of Glocks. And then move back to California. New residents in a 6-month period. Okay, so twice a year, I need to move to California and take my personal collection of 100 Glock 17 Gen 5s Foolproof plan. Nothing possibly could go wrong with that. It's like a side hustle. Looking for a federal felony? It's my personal collection. You're allowed to sell off your personal collection. But obviously, like, in California, the cost of living is way higher. So I have to sell off my personal collection whenever I move into California. And then because the cost of living is so high, I have to leave again. And then once I leave, the cost of living is lower, so I can re-up my personal collection of rooms full of Glocks. It's foolproof plan, really. Like the Gen 3 more. With the finger groove one, finger grooves are so bad. Also, it's got the little itty bitty mag release. In real America, freedom is freedom. Like it should have been, but no. In America, some places are more free than other places. All of them? For just one redeem, you want all of them? That's what Sunday stream is going to be for. Just all gun ASMR all the whole time. You can get just a little bit, a hint, a sampling of all three. All right, there's one. There's two. This one's gonna be awkward and large and long. There you go. Pet all guns. Oh my goodness, you guys are really pushing the redeems today. They'll get just a little bit of pet. Music to your ears. Good. There's gonna be a whole gun noises ASMR stream on Sunday. Thomas Massey is the only real American politician. Also Rand Paul. What about... Oh no, what's the... It's on the tip of my... Van Dyke? The Ninth Circuit guy? Who made his dissent in the video? He seems pretty good. But yeah, so I mean that Ninth Circuit case, almost definitely going to Supreme Court. And I think especially after the video dissent from Van Dyke. I think that was really good. I only wish he could have communicated it better during the actual like hearings. But for some reason, because the country's not actually free, you're not allowed to take guns into the hearing to actually provide a visual, easy to understand example. Can't wait to hear about the Supreme Court's judgment. There's no way it stands in the Supreme Court. There's no way. I mean, we've got Clarence Thomas up there. The single bullet argument was the best, but also all accessories. So what I think was the best argument was very closely related to the single bullet. But the requiring a downgrade, like requiring the gun to use parts that aren't as good as what they should come with. I feel like that argument is pretty good. Except that's as someone who actually knows how guns work. So I don't know how convincing that one's going to be to others. Supreme cult folk are way too lazy or too busy. I think they seem pretty busy. There's a lot of people who want a lot of stuff to get into the Supreme Court. Both firearms and other stuff. Although F references, you may have jury duty soon. Lucky. I want to be jury duty. Massachusetts pros of extremely good education, parks and environment, and health has the downside of being expensive and no gun rights. You know where has really good parks environment and you can have guns? Montana. Also Wyoming. I've been called a bunch of times. Actually sat in trial once. I've been called for jury duty before, but I've never actually gone because it's been canceled. Not because I'm like, I forgot, or I didn't just decide not to go. But I think I could get. I want to exercise my right to serve on the jury. But I haven't been able to yet. Tristan, you like the Gen 3s with framework, deleting finger grooves, adding undercut, some cuts on the trigger guard, and frame stippling? And you like the Tango Down slide catch on Gen 3s. Slide catch and mag release. You're just building a different gun at that point. That's just a different gun. It's like this just I like the Gen 3 except for all the things that make the Gen 3 the Gen 3. Lack of attachments. You just want to have a gun in the first place. Yeah. The left folk don't care. Ban it all. Yeah. Wait. What is this it? That's not it. I found a cool coin. Where is it? It's up here somewhere. That's just a quarter. Why do I have a Mississippi quarter over there? Where's my cool coin I found? It's gone. Oh no, Jet. How could I lose it? Is that it? No. I found a cool coin to add to my stack, and now it's gone. I wanted to share it with chat, and now it's gone forever. It's up here somewhere. Belize coins? Where's my French coins? French coins, come back. Where did you go? I found some French coins, and now they're gone. There it is. There it is. Lanky. I'm pretty lanky. What kind of wingspan do I got? My wingspan is like 6'2", 6'3"-ish. I have quite the wingspan. Too skinny? Or you have no idea. I eat so much. I eat like 3,000 calories a day. Got automatic girl attraction cheat code? I don't think so. I don't know about that one. But chat, look what I found. It's not going to show up very well on the camera, is it? It's also upside down. French coins. Like old French coins, the cool ones. This is a 5 franc coin. FAMAS detected. I do not have a FAMAS. I just have some coins. There were a couple others too. But we might have to look through all the coins up there in order to find them. Is that in circulation in their country? No. No. This is an old coin. 1971. Back when art was art? Yes. France stopped using the franc in 2002. And that one's from the early 70s. Last you heard, France was on fire? Like, what kind of fire? Like social fire or like actual fire? I was gonna say actual fire, like California, but California is on both kinds of fire. Is France getting out the guillotines again? Did the French make a cool gun? Oh, the French have made so many cool guns. Like there are whole like French gun collectors and books and stuff. Probably the most recognizable is going to be the FAMAS. Fire. Who set France on fire? It's because they don't have Smokey the Bear, isn't it? You have a 1 billion note from Zimbabwe? Actual billionaire in chat? Where's the 22 French long? French don't build guns, they drop them? What? GSG has really specialized revolver for hostage situations. Do they? The GSG is German though, not French. That's what the G stands for. If you want to know about French guns, let's see if we can get the. There is a whole playlist from Forgotten Weapons about French guns. And it has, see the playlist with 176 videos in it. There are quite a few French guns. If that was still in circulation, you would buy everyone in your house. Retired billionaire. The Hotchkiss, very good. The Shoshaw, big fan of the Shoshaw. Shoshaw, very fun. There's many French guns. Insert C in arsenal. The ribby rolls. I don't know how to pronounce it. Fun gun. Also is a waifu. I guess Shosha's a waifu as well. Look at that. Look at that French waifu. See an arsenal better than Forgotten Weapons. You take that back right now. You take that back right now. See an arsenal is good. But they're definitely not better. Make that a flag and wave it to France, boys, and we have an ally. It's very good. Very good. I think there's somewhere there is art. Girls Frontline art with Gun Jesus in it. There it is. There it is. All right, Chad, are you ready for the greatest single piece of art of our generation? It's beautiful. She looks unreliable. How dare you? There you go. There's your Gun Jesus with Raifus for the day. Actual Gun Jesus. In the name of the Holy Father, Ian McCollum, I present this Lewis mag. And you've got Shoshaw on his right arm, Lewis on his left arm. It's wonderful. Beautiful work of art. Ads! We got ads. Time to go post this picture in Discords. As I do every now and then. Okay, all done. Speedrun posting picture in Discords. Wait, it's 1 Chad, it's 1 a.m. Chad, it is 1 in the morning. Am I into smoke grenades? I mean, I don't have any. It's like, it is very late. And I also have to be up in... And by up, I mean like not waking up, like actually leaving in 6 hours. So I think it might be about time to start wrapping up stream. I got lots of sleep last night because I was sick, which means that's clearly high quality sleep. Getting British Gun Jesus, Jonathan Ferguson, the Keeper of Firearms. Jonathan Ferguson is also very good. But Jonathan Ferguson, he has a lot of information, a lot of very good information. But I like the way that Ian presents it a little bit better. Also, I really like the like this stuff Ian does where he goes to competitions with weird historical guns. All right, but we are going to raid out because I need to go to bed. So I will be back, not tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday with another stream. So we're going to raid Leaflet. Leaflet is currently doing a news react stuff, so that could possibly get a little spicy, if you like that kind of thing. So we have raid messages, both for subscribers and non-subscribers. And thank you to Malware Collie. There are more subscribers now after today. So, until Wednesday, I will see you all next time. Until then, I'm going to bed here pretty quick, so good night, and I will see you all later. Goodbye, Guns and Knives. Goodbye, Malware Collie. Goodbye, South. Goodbye, NPC. All the wife references. Not the BAFTA. Good night. Goodbye, Tristan. Good night. Anyone else who I may have missed, I'm sorry. Goodbye. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follows, the subs today. And I will see